Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Hey guys, welcome back to Billy's Auto Garage. Today what we're doing is checking for the other oil leak on this 2004 Infiniti i50 something like that. I have to look at it. There's an oil leak coming from the oil pan gasket, so we're going to fix that today, as well as change the oil. And then there's another leak that we're going to have to figure out where that's coming from. I looked at it already and I cleaned up where I thought it might have coming from. We're going to check to make sure that it is coming from there. If so, it might be the rear main seal, which I'm thinking, but we're going to double check on that. And we're also going to do, code scan on it, and we're just drive around and see if any drivability issues on that today. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I'm underneath the car. This is such a weird angle to do a video on. Anyways, I'm underneath the car. Seal looks like that. Of course, the oil pan gasket. Looks that we have a slight leak coming from the power steering. Power steering pump. Looks like the hose. Probably most likely the gasket's worn out. Yeah. Then there's a couple more leaks that would be causing the problem. Is you got a torn boot on your that sway bar. Torn boot on the axle. Right there. We would have to get that fixed. Let's see, where's the sway bar at? Yeah, torn boot on this sway bar over here on that side. Let's see. So you got a couple leaks. It's not coming from the rear main seal like I thought it would be. Can I get it? Look, there it is, yeah. It's all cleaned up. However, we do have some oil right there. And try to find out what that is. Well, not what that is, where it's coming from. It looks like it's automatic transmission fluid, but my guess is the power steering. Nothing to do with the transmission, just because see there's a bunch of oil buildup there. Really, you just got to start somewhere. So the first thing I guess I'll do for my customer is get this line replaced right here. It's a pretty simple line. And get that oil pan gasket redone. Then once that's done, we give it a good cleaning underneath here. The oil pan gasket job's pretty easy. You just got to remove this seat shield right here. See my hand? Right here, yeah. You got to bolt, and that is it. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Haha, don't have to take this one off. Joke's on me. It's just this one. So you got the bolt, and that's it. And then for the oil pan gasket, you take off this bolt, that bolt, all these nice bolts. So yeah, of course you can get a new oil filter on there. And once it's done, I think her next task she'd want to get is most likely these axles replaced, just because that's going to clean up a lot of the grease in the oil. And that's going to give us a good feel for where everything else is coming from after I replace this line. And the oil pan gasket. So yeah, we're definitely going to get that done, guys. Guess we're gonna drain the oil first, huh? Oh. And oh yeah, let's see here. The model of the vehicle is an i35, guys. An Infiniti i35 2004. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. mess, I would suggest moving this out of the way and putting your drain plug back in. So we're gonna put that drain plug back in, and then we're gonna get that hose off, guys. Well, guys, it's pretty swelled up, so it's hard to get this clamp off. Oh yeah, that you can tell that hose is done for, guys. Very mushy. So gonna get this off. Oh, I got oil all over my arm. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start taking off these bolts from the heat shield just to get that out of the way so I can get to one stinking bolt. And then we'll be good. So just bear with me. Alright, little secret here guys, on anything exhaust, always throw some PB Blaster on there. It'll make your job easier before you even attempt it. I got the heat shield off, so now that's all that's left is to get all these bolts off right here. For the oil pan gasket, then you're going to clean it off. How you're going to clean it is I like to use the degreaser to get all the gunk that's like right there, you know, above it, get all that off. Degreaser to clean the inside of the oil pan, and then if there's any that's stuck on the block, don't use a knife, don't use a fork, don't use a spoon, don't use anything stupid like that. Use a gasket scraper that's meant for it, but still be careful because you want to make sure that the mating surfaces are flush and that there's no variance in between the two, because if you cause a variance, that can cause a leak. Alright, so we're going to get that done, and then once we get that done, we get it all cleaned up, we're going to put that new gasket on there, and then we're going to get these torqued down to spec, and then put the coolant hose on, re-torque down the drain plug to spec, put the new gasket oil filter on, and fill her up and start her up. So we're about done, guys. Alright guys, so I got it off. As you can see, it's right there. The gasket came all in one piece, so that's good. I'm going to do my best to clean out the pan. I don't see any metal shavings in there, so that's good, but I'll inspect it a little more. I wiped it down as best as I could around the edges and everything. Alright, so that's all nice and clean. That's ready to get mated back up with the new gasket once I get this one off and clean it off. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and clean it off. What I'm going to do is pour the rest of this right in there. And then I'm going to wipe that out as best as I can. I'm going to flip it over and clean the back of this as best as I can as well, guys. Again, I use degreaser, so you use that, clean it up, rinse it off, dry it off, put it back up. So yeah, let's get that done. So yeah, I got it all cleaned off. Here's the new gasket. I'm probably going to re-spray paint it black just so it's nice and clean. Put a clear coat on it, hopefully, if I have that. I used brake cleaner right here to clean off everything, the inside gasket, mating surface, around the edges, and the back of the pan. So now we're going to put this new one on. You can always have it hold on by just taking a little, any type of grease, and just putting little dabs along here, and you'll be good. Alright guys, so I got the oil already in. I got the new oil pan gasket on there, cleaned up as best I can. I've got the heat shield back on. Don't mind that noise in the background, that's just my kids. And then I have the new coolant hose back on for y'all, so we're going to start it up and let it run a little bit. But other than that, we're done, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching Billy's Auto Garage, and please subscribe. That really helps me out. Appreciate it.